it's Eric with His and Hers HHQ. Um, just a quick update. I'm not as far along as I would like to be, although I am like literally a stone's throw away from being completed. This Street Machine group build turned out being a build for my daughter. Um, it just happens that it's part of the Street Machine group build, hosted by Rob at Time Machine Scale Models. So I know you see a lot of green over there, and before we get to the crazy comments, we also know we went with purple. This here is that Tester's Extreme Lacquer. Purplicious is the color it is. I've got to give it a wet sand. It's been a few days so I can actually mess with it. As a matter of fact, the body actually looks pretty good. And I can break off my little stick here. I had to add a second coat of the lacquer to the fender panel or lower floor pan over there. So that's why I'm not messing with it. So yes, it's purplicious and I'm actually digging the color. This here is actually pretty nice. Again, this is one of those cases like this whole the shadow where the scoop can be cut out is just one of those annoyances that I can't do anything about now. But I'll give this a wet sand and see what kind of shine we can give it. And yes, it's a whole lot of purple and green. It just so happens that my daughter loves purple. But she also really, really likes green. So, and it has nothing to do with the Joker. Oddball colors, I know, but two of her favorite colors. The rims, I left them the kit chrome, and I don't know how well, let me see, focus, how well, dadgummit. There we go. It's a little better. It doesn't look too bad. It's my first attempt really doing it. I know where my airbrush is. I don't know where the compressor is. So I wasn't able to airbrush. But what I did was I took the Tamiya X25 clear green and I really, I took the paintbrush, dipped it in the acrylic thinner, the X20A, and applied it with the brush liberally to the rim, and then made sure the brush still had plenty of thinner on it, dipped it in the green, and just started swirling around. And it actually came out pretty decent. I mean, it's not airbrushed on, but it looks pretty decent. I actually kind of like the way it turned out. These here are ready to be attached to the engine block. The way I did this, how I managed to achieve this particular look, in case you're interested, because I don't have that aluminum look or the proper metal look. Heck, I don't even have solder, which I will be trying at some point. I will get several different diameters of solder and give it a try to make exhaust. But what I did was, of course, I used the flat black primer, and then once the flat black was dry, I applied the just a second, the metallic Rust-Oleum X2 Ultra Cover Paint Primer Metallic Silver, which is supposed to come out something like that, which we know it doesn't. But right after, I mean, within 2-3 minutes of applying the silver, I sprayed it with a matte finish, with the matte clear. And that's how I managed to achieve this look. So those are ready to be attached. I'm ready to detail paint all the belts and pulleys here and the alternator. I've decided that I'm going to wire the engine. And what I did is, according to the directions, this here is a coil, not a magneto. But I did appreciate the information from one of the in one of the comments that it's most likely a magneto. But again, I'm just going by the directions. You may actually be right, and I really do appreciate the information, and the directions could well be wrong. I'm not one to sit here and say the directions are definitive on information. I know I've spotted a few imperfections in many directions, but I don't know. Let me see here. Can we get a good shot? If I can get the toothpick from pointing at you. What I did was I dug in my parts boxes and my junk box, and I found this little chrome piece. I have no idea what the heck it's for. Let me see here if I can get this. I found a little chrome piece, and I went ahead and made it fit. I cut the top of that piece so it was flat and level, and then I attached the chrome piece so it would fit, and then hollowed out the one end there so I could run a set of plug wires from it to the block. So this here is basically, well, ready for all the final attachments once they're done. Which, speaking of, the carburetors are done, and I happened to look at it. The bottom part here is the part that actually fits into the top of the blower. It's got the little nib off the side here that actually fits in the little slot there, so it fits right. So you know you have the carburetor on there right. Well, I happen to notice that it had detail holes, 4 little barrels in each of the carburetors with little lines representing the flaps. Pardon me. That being said, I followed those little holes and created the barrels for the top side. Now the velocity stacks go on top here. I wanted it to be able, when you took the hood off, you would be able to look in and look down into the velocity stacks and actually see the 4 barrels, or the holes, and the holes representing the barrels. So that's what I did there. I added that little extra detail, and I'll get these clipped off here in the next day or two. I'll get these clipped off and get them attached. And what I may do is try to do the dual throttle bodies. At least do that. So there's that little extra detail going on there. But we have all the details to pick out on the dash, which I will also be doing here in the next day or two. And I went ahead and I painted the exhaust the silver chrome. And what I'm going to do, because I use a matte finish. I've got a flat clear somewhere, but I can't find it. So I've been using my matte finish, and matte finish has a little bit of a shine. So what I did was I painted the chrome silver for the exhaust. I'm going to apply a second coat to the fuel tank. It is this one, Japan Uniform World War II from Vallejo. And it's going to have, basically the color that it would be if it were a resealable fuel tank, or most of the sealable fuel tanks that I've seen have that basic color. It's a god-awful color. I've crawled under enough of them. Anyway, I'm going to apply one more coat, and hopefully that'll be done, and then, or at least look good enough that I'm going to apply the matte finish, which will alter the color of the chrome silver and actually alter the color of the clear red I put over, the exhaust here. And I may actually write in some way, shape, or form cherry and bomb, like the glass packs, cherry bombs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And finish picking out the details on the shocks. Let me see here. This stupid thing won't focus. There we go. Good enough. Finish picking out the details here. And then once all it's done and I've got the matte varnish on it, I'm going to put a real light gray wash just so it picks out all the details. I'm not going for worn or rusted, but I want to give it is a daily driver. It's a street machine. So I'm going to give it a light gray wash, and it'll help pick out the details, and it'll give that little bit of, I'm cruising light to light. So yeah, I'm having a little bit of fun trying to pull what detail I can out of this. So anyway, this here, hold on. The velocity stacks are chrome, and I'm thinking I'm going to attempt to do the green much like I did the rims there, just because she likes the green, and I may do the valve covers the same way. But again, it's because she likes the green and purple. And actually, I'm liking the way this here is all tying together. These here are, of course, the front seats. And what this green is, it's called emerald green. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it's actually a really pretty color. And it goes really well with the Purplicious. But anyway, so this is where I'm at with this. I'm waiting for this other coat to dry. And of course, this here has been a brief update on my Street Machine group build. The next video will be a final reveal. All that being said, you've made it to this point. If you have made it to this point, here's the mail call. I got a great shop card in the mail. Evidently, I have one of the original shop cards. I just can't find it. It's Old Tom, Rambler 69. I love this shop card. This guy has been an inspiration to the entire community for a long time now. I mean, he's an extraordinary modeler. Well, as you can see by, look at this. I know I'm not quite even close to this level yet. And this here is what I strive to get to. People like this, and there's just Old Tom here, Dan the Man, Matt, Lucas C, Rob Throttle Power, Rob Time Machine Scale Models, Marcelo, everybody. There's entirely too many of you to list. I really can't. And just calling one of you out, I feel bad. Anyway, all of you are an inspiration to me, and I really do appreciate it. And the shop card is extraordinary. I really do appreciate it, Tom, and the words on the back are fantastic. I really, really do appreciate it, and it's going up on the board. But not only did I get a shop card, I got the old Tom sticker. I really, really love this sticker. It's going over here on my filing cabinet next to my other sticker, and hopefully I'll get some more stickers put up there. But yes, I really do appreciate it, Tom, and I can't thank you enough. Speaking of that, Tom, I'm torn now between 3 kits that I'm going to pick. It's an appreciation for you. That Old Tom Rambler 69 appreciation group build. I've narrowed it down, but I'm I'm getting there. It's trying to come up with something that's just showing my appreciation for you, putting all I can into that one build for you. So yeah, I really do appreciate your support. You are a fantastic individual, and I mean, it is cliche, and I've already said it, but you are an inspiration. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I'm Eric with His and Hers HHQ. If you haven't, head on over to Facebook and follow us at His and Hers Hobby Headquarters. Take a moment, like, subscribe, share the content, share the love of scale model building. It truly is a medium limited only by your imagination. You build for you. And as always, take a moment, comment below. It may be 5 minutes, it may be a little bit, but I do appreciate all the support. I read everybody's comments when I can. I mean, I do have a TV. I just can't reply. I'm trying to get caught up. I've got I'm getting to replying when I can. But I do try to be as interactive as possible because I really do appreciate the support. All of you are fantastic. This here is a phenomenal community, and I'm absolutely honored to be a part of it. There's what else can one say? I'm absolutely honored to call myself a modeler amongst all of you. All my old subscribers, all my new subscribers, thank you all. I really do appreciate it. I'm Eric. Have a good day.